JanataTelevision, and this is English Bulletin with me, Yutsa Bhatrai. The top stories first. District Administration Office imposes curfew in Surkhet. Situation tense after tipper kills a local youth. NCP Central Committee meeting begins today. The meeting called after 1.5 years. Cross-border petroleum pipeline in the offing, the pipeline to be the second such facility between Nepal and India. Coronavirus outbreak could peak in 10 days. Experts predict fatality rate to fall. And Djokovic sets up Federer in semi-final. Ashley Barty favourite in women's draw. And now the news in detail. District Administration Office Surkhet has imposed a curfew to control the mob after the situation turned tense in the district headquarters Birendranagar following the death of a young man by a tipper yesterday. The district administration imposed the curfew after the agitated locals turned violent at Airi Chowk and Gautam Chowk. The curfew was imposed from 6:30 in the evening yesterday till 6 a.m. today morning. The curfew has been extended till Itram Khola in east of Birendranagar, Bange Symbol in west, Kapase Barrack in north, and 500 meters of Ratnaraja Marga in the south of district headquarters. The agitated crowd had earlier obstructed road demanding justice for the victim. Police had to fire tear gas shells to disperse the crowd. The local administration has appealed the victim's side to come for negotiation today at 8 a.m. If the dialogue with the victim's family succeeds, the curfew will be lifted soon, informed CDO Basanta Adhikari. For more updates, stay tuned to Janata Samachar. The Central Committee meeting of the ruling Nepal Communist Party is all set to begin from today. Deputy Chief of the party's Publicity Department, Surya Thapa, informed that all preparations are over for holding the meeting at the City Hall from today afternoon. The meeting is being held 1.5 years after the unification of the former UML and Maoist Centre. The party's interim statute has a provision of holding the Central Committee meeting every 6 months. The Standing Committee meeting of the NCP held about a month ago had called the Central Committee meeting after finalizing the unification process. Prime Minister and Party Chairman KP Oli and Executive Chairman Pushpa Kamal Dahal will present their political reports during the meeting. Newly elected Speaker of the Lower House Agni Sapkota has pledged to keep the honour of the House of Representatives intact by giving continuity to the good parliamentary practices. Assuming the role of Speaker in the first meeting of the Lower House since his election to the coveted post, Speaker Sapkota reiterated his commitment to uphold the parliamentary norms and practices. He said that the House of Representatives has an important role to play in order to address the people's aspirations for peace, prosperity and good governance. He added that he is always ready to create a conducive environment for holding discussions for the welfare of the nation.
सम्मानित प्रतिनिधि सभाको सभामुख पदमा निर्वाचित गर्नुभएकोमा यो सम्मानित सदन र सबै माननीय सदस्यहरूप्रति हार्दिक आभार व्यक्त गर्दछु। बधाई तथा शुभकामना दिनुहुने सम्पूर्ण माननीय सदस्यहरूप्रति म हार्दिक आभार व्यक्त गर्दछु।
Sapkota said he expects support and cooperation from all political parties to transform his commitments into action. He also thanked everyone for their support to elect him to the post of Speaker. Sapkota was elected to the post of Speaker unopposed on Sunday. He was administered oath of office and secrecy by President Vidya Devi Bhandari on Monday, while he assumed his responsibilities from yesterday. This is Janata Bulletin. We'll be right back after a short break. Welcome back after the break. We continue with other national news. The Nepalese Army has decided to provide free education to the children of the deceased Army personnel until 12th grade. A report.
Chief of Army Staff General Purna Chandra Thapa made the announcement while speaking at a program organized in Gorai of Thang yesterday. He said that homework is being done so that all Army educational institutes will provide free education to the orphan children of deceased Army personnel. The program is said to be activated from the new session.
हाम्रा हिताधिकारीहरूका टुहुरा बालबालिकाहरू भविष्यमा सफल नागरिक हुन शिक्षाको पहुँचबाट वञ्चित हुन नपरोस् भनेर आगामी शैक्षिक सत्रबाट लागू हुने गरी हिताधिकारीहरूमध्ये श्रीमान तथा श्रीमती दुवैको मृत्यु भई टुहुरा भएका नाबालकहरूलाई सैनिक आवासीय महाविद्यालय तथा विद्यालयहरूमा कक्षा 1 देखि कक्षा 12 सम्म निशुल्क अध्ययन गराउने कार्यक्रम अघि बढिसकेको समेत जानकारी गराउन.
In addition, the Army has also started an entrepreneurial loan facility for its staffs. Army staffers' wives, single ladies and unmarried daughters will get the access to the loan facility, which will be provided from the Nepal Investment Bank at 3.98% interest for 5 years. The maximum amount of the concessional loan will be up to 1.5 million rupees.
भूतपूर्व सैनिकका श्रीमती निवृत्त भरमा रहेका एकल महिला र सम्बन्धित सैनिकका अविवाहित छोरीहरू वा सम्बन्धित महिलाहरूद्वारा सञ्चालित व्यवसायको आर्थिक अवस्था उकास्न महिला उद्यमशील कर्जा सुरु भएको यही मञ्चबाट घोषणा गर्दछु.
Former Army personnel Nanda Bahadur Chand said the Army Welfare Board has always provided help to the ex-Army personnels, from small loans to medicines for chronic illnesses.
जस्तै यो लघुवित्तदेखि लिएर आफ्नो औषधि उपचारदेखि लिएर भोलि पाउनेहरू सुविधाहरू अनि यो वर्ष पुगेपछि थप्ने यो पैसाहरू हुन्छ त्यो पनि 70-75 वर्षदेखि थपिरहेको.
The first ex-Army conference under the term of the current Army Chief Thapa has started from Gorai of Thang. The conference provided free medical service, travel allowance, checkbooks for the small loan recipients, prizes for the best entrepreneurs, and wheelchairs were also provided to the disabled and the elderly.
Nepali Congress leader Ramchandra Paudel has said that the power of the country has been slipping away from the hands of the grand old party with the weakening of the democratic practices. Speaking at a program organized by Kathmandu chapter of Press Union Nepal, leader Paudel said the shift in power has occurred because of internal conflict within the Nepali Congress. Senior leader Paudel further said he has been constantly working to make Congress free from malpractices by resolving the internal crisis and by running the party within a system. Leader Paudel also reminded that Nepali Congress has been working for the welfare of democracy and freedom of expression since its establishment. Speaking at the same program, Chairman of Press Union Badri Sigdal accused the government of trying to control the press. The proposed Media Council bill can be scrapped if Nepali Congress unites for the cause, Sigdal said, adding that the division within Nepali Congress has made the party weak. Participants of the program warned the government of serious protest as Information Technology Bill violates fundamental rights of freedom of expression guaranteed by the Constitution. Authorities in Nepal have started coronavirus detection test, informed the Ministry of Health and Population. Speaking at a press meet organized at the ministry, spokesperson of the ministry Mahendra Shrestha informed that National Public Health Laboratory has begun test for coronavirus starting Monday. Thermal scanners have already been placed at Tribhuvan International Airport to check fever and other symptoms of the virus, Shrestha further informed. Dr. Anil Bastola, spokesperson at Shukraraj Tropical and Infectious Disease Hospital, said that remedies to prevent coronavirus are similar to that of preventing the seasonal flu. Dr. Bastola suggested staying away from the crowd, washing hands frequently with soap, covering mouth while coughing and sneezing, and wearing masks and gloves to prevent contracting coronavirus. And now the news in detail. And now the news from Economic Front. second petroleum pipeline between Nepal and India is set to be constructed from Siliguri to Jhapa. The technical aspects of laying the pipeline has already started. A report.
A petroleum pipeline is set to be laid down between Siliguri of India and Char Ali of Jhapa. It would be the second cross-border pipeline connecting Nepal and India. All technical works related to the construction of the 31-kilometer-long pipeline has already begun, according to Nepal Oil Corporation. After multiple rounds of discussions with their Indian counterpart, Indian Oil Corporation, a technical team consisting of experts from both the nations, has started its work for the construction of the pipeline, NOC said.
सिलिगुडीबाट झापाको चारालीमा पाइपलाइन बिछ्याउने भन्ने कुरो यो चाहिँ अत्यन्तै छोटो पाइपलाइन हो यो चाहिँ अत्यन्तै छोटो जब टोटल 31-32 किलोमिटर मात्रै पर्छ भन्ने हाम्रो बुझाइ छ र अब के छ भने अल्टिमेट भनेको यो पाइपलाइनको सप्लाई भनेको हाम्रो सम्भव भएसम्म तपाईँको पाइपबाटै हो संसारभरि लेटेस्ट टेक्नोलोजी पनि हो संसारभरि हुने पनि त्यही हो त्यसले गर्दा हामीलाई ठुलो बचत छ.
Earlier, a petroleum pipeline from India's Motihari to Nepal's Amlekhganj was constructed with the hope of curbing black marketing of petroleum products, avoiding pseudo-price hikes, creating a safe and easy channel to import petroleum, and most importantly, avoiding any shortages of fuel in the country. But the pipeline is being used only for 20 days a month due to lack of storages of petroleum products. The NOC is now focused on the second pipeline to ease the pressure of distribution and transport. The second storage facility will have a storage capacity of about 140,000 kiloliters, according to NOC.
लोथरसम्मको चाहिँ सर्वे सकिसकेको छ. सर्वेको रिपोर्ट पनि आइसकेको छ. अब इन्डियन ओयल कर्पोरेसन र हाम्रो बीचमा चाहिँ एउटा टिम बन्छ र त्यो टिमले हामी 15 दिनभित्र एउटा टिम बनाउँदै छ र त्यो टिमले छिटो भन्दा छिटो यसको टेक्निकलिटी क्लियर गरेर सरकारद्वारा निगमलाई हामीलाई चाहिँ रिपोर्ट दिन्छ. दोस्रो चरणको पाइपलाइन अन्तर्गत चाहिँ चितवनमा 1 लाख केएलको भण्डारण क्षमता बनाउने र झापामा पनि 40,000 को बनाउने भन्ने सोचका साथ अगाडि बढेको.
According to NOC, the Motihari Amlekhganj pipeline is the reason why there has been no issues related to price hike and scarcity in the market. The price of petroleum products in Nepal is currently 20 rupees cheaper than in India. The NOC is hopeful of improving the storage units and the number of pipelines simultaneously in the country.
Time for a short break here at Janata Bulletin. Stay tuned for international news. Welcome back, and now the international news. A viral outbreak that has killed 106 people in China could reach its peak in around 10 days, AFP quoted a top Chinese government expert as saying. The novel coronavirus that has infected thousands of people across China has genetic similarities to SARS, severe acute respiratory syndrome, a pathogen that has left some 600 people dead on the mainland and Hong Kong in 2002-2003. According to the French news agency, the new virus first emerged in early December in the central city of Wuhan, and the number of cases has soared in recent days, doubling to more than 4,500 in the past 36 hours. Zhong Nangshang, a renowned scientist of China's National Health Commission, told the official Xinhua news agency that the outbreak will not increase at a large scale. I believe it should reach a peak in a week or around 10 days, Zhong said. Zhong told Xinhua that the fatality rate would certainly continue to fall even though no cure had been found so far, thanks to life support technology and efforts of researchers and medical workers. More than 50 million people have been barred from traveling in Wuhan and other cities in central Hubei province after a lockdown that began last week in a desperate effort to contain a spread of the virus. Taliban militants attacked a police base in northern Afghanistan, killing 11 security personnel, AFP reported. The local government officials suspected that the attack was possibly carried out with the help from at least one of the policemen inside, the news agency said yesterday. The insurgents first overran a checkpoint near the base late Monday and were apparently able to breach the compound with ease because a sympathetic policeman opened the door for them. These details were provided by a provincial councilman in Magh province where the attack took place. A local police official speaking on condition of anonymity also gave the same account. Insider attacks have been steady throughout Afghanistan's 18-year conflict, with US and NATO troops most often targeted. But when Afghan security forces are targeted, the casualty rate is often much higher. You are watching Janata Bulletin, and now the latest from the world of sports. Defending champion Novak Djokovic powered past Milos Raonic yesterday to set a blockbuster Australian Open semi-final against Roger Federer after the Swiss ace saved an incredible 7 match points in one of his greatest escapes. The Serbian world number 2 tamed the big serving Canadian 6-4, 6-3, 7-6 as he targets an 8th Melbourne Park crown and 17th Grand Slam title. Six-time champion Federer is next after one of his most memorable comebacks against unseeded American tennis Sandring. The 38-year-old great the old man to reach the Melbourne semis since Ken Roswell, 43-year-old, bounced back to win a 5-set thriller. He fended off 7 match points and was slapped with a warning for swearing in the match. In the women's draw, Australia's world number 1 Ashley Barty dismissed two-time Wimbledon champion Petra Kvitova in impressive style to reach the semis for the first time. The French Open champion, who once quit tennis to play cricket and has been steadily raising since her return, is the tournament's poster girl with her image plastered all over Melbourne. Traziquet's injury time winner fired Aston Villa into a Carabao Cup final with a victory over Leicester City on a dramatic night at Villa Park. The game was tied at 1-1 in the first leg played at the King Power Stadium, home to Leicester City Football Club. The home team started on the right foot at Villa Park as Matt Targett scored in the 12th minute of the game to give an aggregate lead to the home team. However, Leicester City came back into the game in the 72nd minute through Tien Van Ko's goal as the game looked like it was heading towards penalties. But substitute Ahmed El Ahmadi sent a superb cross for Traziquet to drill a far post finish across Leicester's keeper Kasper Schmeichel in the 94th minute to send the Villains to the semi-finals. Today, the second semi-final between the two Manchester clubs will be played with City ahead in the tie with an aggregate lead of 3-1. The winner will play in the final against Aston Villa. We are at the end of Janata Bulletin, and the headlines once again. District administration imposes curfew in Surkhet. Situation tense after tipper kills a local youth. NCP Central Committee meeting begins today. The meeting called after 1.5 years. Cross-border petroleum pipeline in the offing, this to be the second such facility between Nepal and India. Coronavirus outbreak could peak in 10 days. Experts predict fatality rate to fall. And Djokovic sets up Federer semi-final. Ashley Barty favourite in women's draw. And that's all from the English News Desk for today. You can follow Janata Television and our programs on various social media platforms, including on our website at janatasamachar.com. Keep watching Janata Television. Namaste.